Knucklehead Fred and the Principal's Challenge by Arias Williams and Bolaji Olaloye. There once was a knucklehead boy named Fred, who never listened to a word that his teacher said. He would talk in class and get in trouble without cease. Constant calls from the principal, his parents got no relief. But Fred wasn't mean or spiteful, no, he just wanted to play. Kick ball at recess was his favorite time of the day. He couldn't stand the indoors, the classroom was just no fun. He'd much rather be outside, where he was free to fart, scream, and run. Out in the sun, among the birds and fresh air, Fred would giggle and play, living life without a care. When playtime was over, he'd say, "It's not fair. I want to stay outside, not go back in there." Miss Johnson pleaded, "Playtime is over, we can have fun inside too. Now get with the program, Fred, it's not all about you." But Fred would not budge. Nope, he wouldn't move a boot. His teacher was so frustrated, she had no idea what to do. Through gritting teeth, she stormed over and said, "I'll ask you one last time. If you don't go inside, I'm calling Principal Boronstine." In the office, Fred sat alone. Tears streaming down his face, he looked out the window and thought to himself, "Oh, what a waste." The sun was shining. A gentle breeze blew in from the east. Would have been great for a picnic, a day at the beach at least. In came Principal Boronstine, with a smile so bright. "Good afternoon, Fred. Are you feeling all right?" "No," Fred replied. "Class is such a bore. Half the stuff we do, I don't even know what it's for." "I know how you feel, Fred," the principal said, "but you must listen to your teachers. We care about your education. You have such a bright future. I've learned life is all about balance. If we let you play all day, you won't be challenged. There's a time to play, a time to read, study, and listen, a time for video games, and a time for television." "Can't we learn outside?" cried Fred. "Worksheets are a dud. I'd rather be outside, playing with bugs stuck in the mud." The principal said, "You might be onto something. I've got an idea. It's something I've wanted to do for quite a few years. It'll be a surprise, Fred, but only on one condition. You must be on your best behavior, complete every assignment, and when recess is over, I want to see you standing in perfect alignment. If you can do that, Fred, then we have a deal. At the end of the week, your surprise will be revealed." The next day during lessons, Fred's mind began to wander. He looked left and right and thought, "This is boring now, who can I bother?" But then he remembered his surprise and sat up in his seat. He knew he must be his very best for the rest of the week. When the teacher asked a question, he politely raised his hand, and for once in a long time, he wasn't the target of her reprimand. When recess was over, Fred was sure to be the first in line. His teacher was shocked and thought she might be losing her mind. The week rolled on and Fred was a model student. He even surprised himself because he wasn't so sure he could do it. No calls home, Fred even discovered a love for science. His day was so much better with a little thoughtfulness and compliance. When Friday morning came, Fred was full of excitement. His surprise was coming, and he hoped he'd be pleasantly delighted. When the school bell rang, the children all stood at the door in line, and waiting next to their teacher was Principal Boronstine. "Children, since it's Friday, I have a little surprise. We're going to spend the day enjoying the sunshine. Today your class will help start our own urban farm and make use of the strength in our legs, backs, and arms. where we can grow all the foods we love to eat and beautiful flowers to help brighten our city streets. We'll raise chickens, rabbits, maybe even goats. It's long been a dream of mine. Sounds like fun to you, I hope. The children all cheered, but none louder than Fred, who hadn't been afraid to speak the thoughts that were inside of his head. And later, as they worked, digging, weeding, and planting, Principal Boronstine pulled him to the side to congratulate him on a job well done, as Fred beamed with sweat and pride.